Hey guys, it's Christmas time, and you know what that means. I get to wear this silly hat. It also means it's time to find some holiday-themed videos. I got several videos this year from people who were enjoying holiday light displays, so I'm going to locate a few of them for you today. It's going to be lit. You get it because there's, like, Christmas lights? Never mind. Okay, so locating photos of Christmas light displays is actually kind of tricky, because when you take a photo of bright lights at night, everything tends to get really washed out, so all you can see are the lights. So there's often not very much in the video that you can use to help you figure out where it is. Fortunately, lighted displays can also be easier to find using a reverse image search. And that's because the colors, arrangements, and shapes of the lights can form a pattern that is recognizable by something like Google Lens. By the way, if you're going to be a Grinch and complain about me using Google Lens on this video, then you should just scroll away now before I tell Santa to put you on the naughty list. Okay, let's see some lights. This first video was actually recorded in 2020 and sent to me earlier this year. As these cars drive through this tunnel of lights, we can see that the lights kind of form a fairly rectangular shape. We can also see some buildings ahead on the right. I was able to take a screenshot of this lighted tunnel and get a match pretty quickly. You were at Wickham Park in Melbourne, Florida. Once I knew which Christmas display this was, I was able to find two different videos which showed basically the same view. This one was a little bit tricky though, because this light festival actually was abruptly canceled a couple years ago and then got moved to some other location, so I had to double check to make sure this was the right place. But it was, and I was able to use one of the longer videos to pinpoint exactly where you were when you recorded that video. It was right here.
Find me, Jose Monkey.
Okay, this one took me a little bit longer than the last one. Here we have a few different arrangements of lights that looked pretty distinctive to me. This red tree jumped out at me right away, and I tried getting an image match on that. And I found a bunch of different results, but it didn't lead me to it right away. I also tried to match this large tree that we see here, and I got some very similar looking results. And guys, I did a bunch of different screenshots and waded through a bunch of different similar looking places, but I eventually found one that looked right. You were at Sparkle in the Park in Central Park in Carthage, Missouri. I even found some local news footage about this light show.
Jose Monkey, can you find us?
Okay, in this next video, we can see these dangling lights from the trees that I knew would probably be a good thing to look for, but I didn't think I'd get a good match on those. I tried a few different screen grabs to see if I could get a match, and eventually I settled on this view that we see here of this path with the trees. That helped me figure out where it was. You were enjoying the Rima Bible Church Christmas lights in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I found this aerial photo of this light display, and even though it was a couple years old, I'm pretty sure that you were standing right here based on the landmarks I see in the video.
All right, Jose Monkey, where am I?
Okay, on this next one I took a slightly different approach. I figured I probably could have used some of the lights to find it, but I thought that maybe this manger scene was distinctive enough that I'd get a match on that. And I did. You were at Norton Thompson Park in Seneca, South Carolina. The funny thing is, one of the results I got was from another TikTok user who posted a video of this same location. They labeled the location, so I knew where it was. I also found a drone video from the Seneca, South Carolina events Facebook page. That's from a couple years ago, but it's kind of cool. Go check it out. And finally, this last video is from last Christmas. Sorry. It shows a bunch of inflatables at what looks like a pool. I tried to get tricky and see what was written on this sign here that we see from the back. But guys, I tried flipping the video around and stretching it to see if I could read it and adjusting the contrast. And eventually, all I was able to make out is that this bottom word probably said BRI. And the top might say something about lights, but I didn't really know what it was. But as long as I was using Google Lens for everything else, I figured I'd use it here too. And I got a match on this building that we see for a construction project from a few years back. You were at the Page Park Pool in Bristol, Connecticut. Here's another photo I found of that place. That's all for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different than some of the other ones that I've done, but I thought I'd mix it up a little bit for the holidays. Have a Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, and I will see you guys soon.